Hey folks, this is Greg again, back here on Geek Cheese with some more simulated baseball action, Cheese League Baseball. This is the final game of the tournament, of this level of the tournament that needs to be decided as we look at the bracket here. As you can see, everything is decided with the exception of the Kraken and Gruyere Gamblers. Who's going to face off against Manchego Mechanics? We're going to watch right now. Coffee on the mound for the Gamblers, Stevens on the bump for the Kraken. Stevens has a pretty good ERA, and Coffee does not. So let's see what happens. We're back at Battery Bay for this deciding Game 7. We'll see how these 7 games impact the winning team. So the Gamblers did made it further in the first tournament. So we'll see what happens here. The Kraken, really struggled in the first tournament, but now they're looking to turn things around. And we'll see what happens. All right, the balanced Gamblers versus the extreme contact specialists in the Kasseri Kraken. Hugo Yoshida is going to lead it off for the Gamblers, the second baseman. And here we go, folks. First pitch from Noah Stevens is a ball. And that's ball. Again, four-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup for Stevens. That's what's in his pitch arsenal. And not a big fastball guy, not a big junk guy, but a little more of a line painter accuracy pitcher. 2-2. And hit to Duke over at short, and that is the first out. Carmen Morris now steps in, 273 for her. No homers, 2 RBIs on the tournament with the right fielder. Big Uncle Charlie high and out of the zone, and that's a base hit right through the wickets up the middle. So, Gamblers get a base runner here at top of the first. That brings up Crush Thompson, 450, 1 homer, 3 RBIs for Mr. Thompson. Power hitting. So actually, center fielder. He's playing center field today. And that one is jacked high and far and is carrying on the track. Ferguson is there, puts it away. So just a little WTP warning track power for Crush Thompson. Brings up Izzy Shepard. I believe Shepard had a home run last game. Should have taken some notes, but whatever. We're just winging it here. And that's foul ball down the line. That's what we do. And he hits a home run here. Where is that going to land? On the picnic area? Into the picnic patio. Here at Battery Bay. A 483-foot shot for Shepard. Second homer, 4th RBI of the tournament. It's a 2-run jack that puts the Gamblers on the board first. 483 feet. Holy shnikes. That was a tank. All right, that was just a jack. Oh, my God. All right, that was 2 out. Homer, too, by the way. And this one skied down into right field. And who's going to be there to catch it? Looks like Aubrey Flowers moves over to right field for this game. I feel like Flowers was in center. No, Ferguson was in center field. I feel like Flowers was in left last time. 421, 4 homers, 2 homers, 9 RBIs for Flowers. Big contact hitting outfielder for the Kraken. Let's see if they can get something going here. Trail 2-0 in the bottom of the first. 4-seamer. That one's fouled away. 4-seamers, 2-seamer, slider, changeup. That's what Coffee sports. Slider and curveball, I apologize. And that's a hit down the line. And no chance for 2. Wasn't hit hard enough. Carmen Morse fields and throws it in. And that brings up Ferguson, center fielder. Look at his stats. He's looking locked in. He's all jacked up. Power versus lefties. That's what's going on. That's activated. And he tanks that one, but foul. And I think Ferguson wants this. think he and this Kraken ball club really, really want to prove something here. And they're only going to get one. They do get the lead runner, though. So Ferguson grounds the short. Get the out at second. And he stays put at first base as Yo-Yo Suzuki steps in. I believe Suzuki had a home run his first time. Oh, the pitch out. They knew it was coming. Ferguson's pretty darn speedy, though. Probably the speediest guy in the league. It's kind of a sure thing. Once he's on base, he's going to be stealing. Ball in the dirt. Good block behind the plate. And again, slow roller. And that is out number 2. Ferguson stays put there at second base. Pippa O'Neill steps up. 316 for her. No homers, no RBIs. I'd like to put an RBI in that column with a base hit here. Instead, that's a foul ball. 0-2 in the hole. And, ooh, that's a base hit. That's right through the wickets. And that is the first run of the game for the Kasseri Kraken. RBI single. Johnny Duke steps in now. Number 5 hitter, the shortstop. 304 for him. For as terrible as the shortstops were in the first tournament, I think we have some pretty good ones this time around. 0-2. Hits that one high and far. Does it have a chance? Yes, it does. A 2-run jack. And that puts the Kraken in the lead. 435-foot shot to dead central. Duke's first homer, 4th RBI of the tournament. And boy, oh boy, this crowd is loving it. Here's Dane Newman. Dane Newman kind of looks like a dock worker. All right, that's a base hit for him. So, Newman on first. I don't think he runs particularly well. There's Jacob Doyle. A lot happens with 2, folks. Yeah, Newman's not the speediest guy. A lot happens with 2, as we've already seen in this game. And a chopper over to Yoshida. That's the final out of the inning, but the Kraken answer back. They get 3 runs in the bottom of the first. They lead at 3-2. Top of the second, 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Gruyere Gamblers. It's Aiden English. Excited to see who's going to be lining up with these in the tournament. Everything's decided but this game. Down on strikes he goes. Here's Billy Bland. I like Billy Bland's batting gloves. They're pretty cool. That's ripped into left field. De La Rosa playing left field today. He plays a little bit of everywhere. I think he's also an infielder. He's pretty good utility player. As Chelsea Mahoney steps in, the left fielder for the Gamblers, and hits one hard. Ferguson takes a step back, and then maybe some more than just one step back. Catches it right in front of the warning track. As Ruben Carter steps in. So much fun, like, doing this. I don't know. Like I said, it's such a strange and weird, dumb hobby, as that one has popped up down the line. But you know what it has done? It has gotten people, as that is out number 3, it's gotten people interested in baseball in my circle. So, you know. Oh, okay. All right, a little bit of Sea of Thieves stuff happening. Okay. De La Rosa hits one up the middle. That's a base hit. Keeping it wheels. We'll be doing some Sea of Thieves, so I'll be watching that, I'm sure. There's Melissa Rodriguez. Third baseman number 9 hitter here for the Kraken. Very good speed there on first base. What's going on here? Yeah, that's what they were waiting for. Easily stolen bag. And that one's fouled away. 2-2. Hit very hard into the gap. No! That just kept going. That just kept going. 424-foot shot. Rodriguez, her first homer and her second RBI of the tournament. She had no homers, no RBIs until that exact moment. And she hits a dinger. The Kraken come out swinging. So, fascinating. Some fascinating stuff happening. 5-2 now. The Kasseri Kraken lead it. And that's going to be a base hit. No chance of getting her. So it's an infield hit. Brings up Ferguson. Hey, there are no outs, folks. No outs. Coffee's pulled. All right. In the second inning, we're pulling Coffee. We're going to Hale. Been a pretty solid starter, or a pretty solid reliever for them, rather. Ferguson hitting the hell out of the ball. 550 average. Runner on first. So a strike there, 2-2. And that's fouled away. And that is up the middle. It's a little worm burner. That brings up Yo-Yo Suzuki. I like the Kraken's uniforms. A little bit of flair over the K. The Kraken tentacles coming out. And that one hung up there. Suzuki hits into the 3-6-1 double play. Runner does move up to third, though, as Pip O'Neill steps in with 2 outs here in the second. And there's a good pitch. And another hanger, but gets under it. Out number 3. 2 more runs here, folks, in the big home run. As we go to the top of the third. And it'll be actually the top of the order due up here for the Gamblers. Ugo Yoshida against Stevens. And let's see, Stevens. That's base it up the middle to lead things off here in the top of the third. Ace Exterminator.
Number 27, Carmen Morse.
I realized that had some of that power-ups that those guys had. Out in the field. Good block behind the plate. Stevens has walk prone and the elite changeup for him. And 2-2. And, ooh, Doyle snow cones it, and that is out number 1 to get the out of first. Runner does move up to second. That brings up Crush Thompson. As I punch my microphone, I apologize. Drink. Gotta hydrate. All right. What we got? 1 and 2 on Thompson. Now the 2-2 fouled away. The 2-2 again. Big looping curve high. Full count. Ball in the dirt, and Thompson draws the walk. All right, Izzy Shepard steps in. 1 for 1 homer, 2 RBIs for him. He hit the absolute jack of a homer, 483 feet. I think that was the biggest, or the longest home run that we've seen so far. So that gets away from Suzuki behind the no, I'm sorry. Suzuki, yes. Suzuki behind the plate. Jesus. And Shepard draws the walk. So, the runners advance in the pass ball. And Shepard draws the walk, brings the bases loaded, and you see the concern on the Kraken's fans' faces in the crowd. Hernandez has some power. He has 1 homer so far this year. Fouls that one away, 1-2. And Stevens looking for a ground ball, double play, something like that. Sure, he'll take a strikeout too. Double play is definitely in order because Hernandez did not run well. And that sneaks up the middle. Coming home, 1 run, and here comes the second, and he's out. Ferguson throws him out at the plate. 1 run does come in. Aiden English steps in. And, all right, Stevens is pulled. Dennis Hayes comes in. The Kraken lead. Ooh, can they do it? Can they do it? Wow, good play. Duke, the shortstop, snow cones that one, too. Goes across the diamond for the final out. Boy, oh boy, did that play come up big. The Gamblers were threatening, but Kraken staved them off. And now we're to the bottom of the 3rd. They did get a run in, though. It's 5-3 now. Ooh, that looks like a good pitch. 1-2 on Johnny Duke. Lonnie Hale back out there on the mound working away for the Gamblers. And swinging 3rd strike. And Duke is thrown out at first. Here's Dane Newman. 1 for 1 with a single. And now 2-0. So Newman draws the walk. I was not expecting that. Just like that yawn, I was not expecting Newman to draw a walk. I also thought some of his pitches were really, really good. So Jacob Doyle steps in now. 2nd baseman. Only 182 for him. It looks like Hale might be losing a little bit. Yeah, she's working back. 1-2 now, and Doyle. Ball high, 2-2. Foul ball. 2-2 again. And over to Yoshida. Dives, makes the stop. They can't get the double play, but they do get 1 out at first. Brings up De La Rosa. De La Rosa has hit in every single at-bat that he's had this tournament. Ooh, ball way inside. Almost hit him. And continues his hot hitting. Still batting 1,000. So on the corners now, that brings up Melissa Rodriguez. She had a homer. 2-run shot. And Troy Trampelson's coming in. Okay. We've seen Trampelson quite a bit. Actually, we saw him last game between these 2 teams. That's a hit down the 3rd base line. And digging for 3. He slides in safely. It's an RBI single for Rodriguez. A great game at the plate. Back to the top of the order, too. Flowers 2 for 2, 2 singles. Runners at the corners, and runner goes to 2nd and is going to be thrown out. But they get another run, though. 6-3 now. The Kraken lead over the Gamblers in this deciding Game 7. Billy Beland steps in. Now 1-2 on Bland. Got Hayes back up on the mound. Let's see what Hayes' ERA is. I think there's no ERA yet. Hayes has pitched a little bit. Down on strikes he goes. Chelsea Mahoney
Chelsea Mahoney.
steps in. Hayes, four-seamer, curveball, and changeup. Three-pitch pitcher. More of a junk baller than a velocity guy. K collector activated. Has elite curveball too. Which was just shown off right there. And 1 and 2 is the count. 97 on the gun. Holy cow. I didn't think he could throw it that fast. 2-2 count on Mahoney here in the top of the fourth. Down a strike she goes. There's a changeup. Pitch by Hayes. Ruben Carter steps in now for 1. With 2 outs here, top of the fourth, the Kraken lead it 6-3 as that one was fouled into the crowd. And the 0-2 to Carter. Right back to Hayes. That's out number 3. Quick inning there. It'll be top of the order due up for the Kasseri Kraken. I used some chapstick. Flowers. Steps in, she's 2 for 2. Caught stealing. Of course, she was at the plate when that happened. And that's a base hit down the third base line. Little Oppo shot. And Freddie Ferguson steps in. 1 for 2, single. 571, 4 homers, 11 RBIs. Freddie Ferguson also threw somebody out at the plate today. And hits a home run right here. Where's that going to land? Oh my gosh, into the hot dog stand. Freddie Ferguson hits one into the hot dog stand. 494-foot shot. If you thought the 483-foot shot was long, then Freddie Ferguson said, hold my beer. 494-foot jack, 5th homer. What's that? His 13th RBI. 2-run jacks. 8-3 now. Kasseri Kraken lead it. Just continuing his hot hitting. Ferguson just jacked that. That's a hit into the right field corner. That could be extra bases. And he's digging for 2. He'll get there. So no outs. And the Kraken again. Get hot, folks. I don't know. This Kraken team, once they get hot, it's interesting. They were rated so poorly in the last tournament. And now they're, you know, I don't think they really had a lot of offense either, now I think about it. 2-1, and that one's fouled away. No outs, runner at second. And that one is, English makes the diving stop. Good heads-up base running to get the third. There's nobody there, so why not? Johnny Duke steps up, 1 for 2. He is a home run. All right, Nico Zimmerman coming in. They're throwing the whole entire thing at it. Don't want to give themselves the best chance. Some groans in the crowd, though, from Gamblers fans. You can see them well represented in their Cash Money green shirts. Swinging bunt. Oh my gosh. Zimmerman can't field it. And St. George's Dragon. So stupid. So Nico Zimmerman couldn't handle that, and the run comes home. So runner goes to first. That was the weirdest play ever. He just like fielded it, thought he had it, but he didn't. So Zimmerman up now, 1 and 2 count on him. Or, I'm sorry, Newman. Zimmerman's on the hill. And the 1-2 again. We reset, and there is a base hit down the line, just on the chalk. That's going to get a runner to... He's trying for 2, and he makes it in safely. He hesitated. He hesitated. He gets a double. So that puts runners second and third here for Kasseri Kraken, and Jacob Doyle steps up. It's a hit parade. Doyle has power. You haven't seen it yet, but he has power. Yoshida, infield drawn in. And the run scores, but they do get the out at first. And now, runner at third, 2 outs. De La Rosa in. He is yet. He's hit every single ball that has been thrown his way. The 2-1. That one's fouled away. 2-2 now to De La Rosa. And that is, oh my gosh. And Yoshida can't handle it. See how they end up scoring that. Has to be an error because the run came home. Melissa Rodriguez steps in. 2 for 2. Home run, a single. Bunch of RBIs today. And man, oh man, it is a hit parade for the Kasseri Kraken here. Somebody had to strike out. Somebody had to do something at some point. 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Oh man, the Kraken are just pouring it on. And here's Yoshida. As that is a strike from Hayes, who's still, again, out there on the mound working away. Ooh, knocked down by Rodriguez at third. Does she have a chance to know? And she injured herself on the play. Let's see what happens. We'll make a change, I imagine. Carmen Moore steps in, yes. All right, Jennings, dislocated shoulder. Oh boy. So Jennings, there's a lot of changes there. A lot of changes. And that's an extra base hit into center field. And that scores a run. So the injury. And brings up Crush Thompson. RBI double happened in the meantime. No outs, runner on second. Thompson pops it up. And that is out number 1. Izzy Shepard steps up. Let's see if he can hit a 500-foot home run to show off against Ferguson, who had a 494-foot jack. This is, I think, the farthest home run I've actually seen hit in any of these games. And boy, what was he swinging at in the dirt? Swinging third strike to throw down to first. To get him. That brings up Hernandez with 2 outs. And a runner on second here, top of the 5th. And that, ooh, just gets by, and doesn't matter because Ferguson's just going to throw him out at home again. Aubrey Flowers steps up 3 for 3 singles for her. And nice, ooh. Okay, Thompson couldn't make that play. Almost a nice sliding catch, but he couldn't complete. And that brings up Ferguson, who's 2 for 3, a home run, a single, 2 RBIs, 494-foot shot. Again, I will just keep saying that because that is an absolute jack. Pops up here, and Thompson camps under it. That is out number 1 as the runner retreats. Suzuki steps in. Just realized I have to water my garden. Didn't do that yet. Yeah, it's foul into the crowd. 0-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Got him. Swinging under it. Pippa O'Neill steps in. 1 for 3 with a single today and an RBI. One's fouled away. And that one's fouled away as well. Sorry, I'm looking up something. And that is grounded to Carter, and that is the final out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 11, Aiden English.
Brings up Aiden English, 0 for 2. 11-4, folks. The Kraken lead it in this deciding Game 7. We're in the top of the 6th. Winner of this will take on the Manchego Mechanics. And we're going to take a look at the bracket once we get back to our elimination hub. O'Neill fields over at first, and that's the first out. Billy Bland up now, 1 for 2 with a single. I'll tell you what, Hayes has really worked well out there on the mound. And as I say that, Kelsey Knox comes in. It's getting some good time in. As they're about to face off against the Mechanics. And a little hit, a dinker down the line just goes foul. That's not going to go foul. That is going to be an out, though. Ferguson is there. And that is the second out as Chelsea Mahoney steps in. And Mahoney tees off on one, and that is gone. Into the bullpen. Home run for Chelsea Mahoney. 11-4 now. Threw your 97-foot shot. First homer, third RBI for her. I'm sorry, 11-5.
Number 43, Ruben Carter.
And Ruben Carter steps in. So Knox gives up the long ball. She does have Wild Thing. I think that's what's going on with her. 0-2. Down to strikes it goes. Carter strikes out. Get another run back, but it's going to be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the home team, Kasseri Kraken. They still lead at 11-5. Steps Johnny Duke, 2 for 3, home run, single, 3 RBIs. Man, a lot of home runs. A lot of home runs in the past couple games, especially these deciding games. And he got a little under that one. And it is an out. Dane Newman gets up, growls at home plate.
Now pitching, Zayden Jock.
All right. Zimmerman is out. Zayden Jock is in. That is to Shepard, and that is the second out of the inning. Jacob Doyle steps up. I think he's the only guy that doesn't have a hit. He's 0 for 3. Second baseman. I'd like to join the hit parade. It's foul, 1-2. And now 2-2. And fouled away. 2-2 again. And again fouled away. 2-2. And to Yoshida. That's the third out. All right, top of the 7th we go. Last licks here for the Gruyere Gamblers. They trail 11-5. Top of the order, though, for them. Let's see if they can get anything going, make something happen.
Yoshida.
Kelsey Knox still out there on the mound. This one's popped up. O'Neill camps under it. Out number 1.
Now batting, the right field, number 27.
Carmen Moore steps up, 2 for 3, double, single, and an RBI for her. And foul. It's hot here in the Northeast, folks. Very hot here. It's like 84 degrees, 85 degrees, but it feels like 90 something. It's still very hot here in the Northeast. 11-5. 2-2 count, top of the 7th. And that is going to sneak through for a base hit. Slow roller base hit. All right. Crush Thompson steps up 0 for 2 with a walk. Let's see what Knox is able to do here. right there is a ball. 2-0. And a hot shot down the third base line. It gets past Rodriguez. Or no, I'm sorry. It doesn't get past Rodriguez. I forget who's playing third base now.
The first baseman, number 8,
Izzy Shepard steps in. 1 for 2. Home run, walk, 2 RBIs. So, you know, Shepard's having a pretty good game. And this could be it. The 6-4 to the 3, the double play. And just like that, folks, the Kasseri Kraken win Game 7 here, and they advance to the next round of the tournament. 5-11-1 to 11-16-0. And boy, it was a hit fest on the Kraken side. 4 for 4 day for Flowers. Ferguson had a great day too. Duke, Newman, man, just a bunch of hits throughout. The only folks that hits were Doyle and Jennings, who actually didn't even get an at-bat. He came in as a sub. Not a lot of not a lot of walks, not a lot of strikeouts on both sides. Great games here for Yoshida, Morse. Also, Shepard had that giant home run. Hernandez had a homer. Mahoney had a dinger. So they played quite well. I mean, it was shout out to the Gruyere Gamblers. Coffee gets the loss. Hayes picks up the win. And let's take a look at our top 3. Duke, Ferguson, and Rodriguez, all big home run hitters today. Of course, Ferguson, the 494-foot shot into the hot dog stand. That was pretty crazy. So that was the last game of the first round, folks, and now we know what's going on here. So this is how it looks. We have the Stilton Saucers versus the Cheddar Cherubs. We have the Swiss Cheese Steamers versus the Gorgonzola Gothams. This should be a good series, actually. The Kasseri Kraken versus the Manchego Mechanics, number 5 seed, number 4 seed. That should be pretty good. And then the Gouda Giants facing off against the Asiago Aeroplanes. And I think the Giants knocked out the Aeroplanes. And the Giants, that's what took the Giants to the championship last time around. I think that's how it happened. But anywho, that is how this thing lays out right now. And we will check you guys next time for some more fake baseball action here on Geek Cheese on YouTube. I'm excited to see this next round. This is going to be really good. I'm particularly excited about some of these big bats that we have. And yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun. We saw a lot of home runs in the last couple of games, so I think this is gonna be a really, really fun series, especially at Golden Field where it's kind of small, Big Sky where it's kind of small. Yeah, the corral's kind of small, so it'll be fun. Anyway, that's how things shape up, and yeah. So if you like this video, of course, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Come back, hit the bell. We got lots more fake baseball action here, as you can see, and we will check you guys later. Thanks for coming. See ya.